Let us start the chapter Agriculture. India is an agricultural country as two-thirds of its population depends on agriculture. There are three types of farming: primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and commercial farming. Let us study about the primitive subsistence farming. Primitive subsistence farming is a type of farming which is done for the fulfilling the needs of the family. In primitive subsistence farming, the farmer grows the crop in a patch of land. He is totally dependent on the nature, that is monsoon, and he is dependent on the natural fertility of soil. This type of agriculture is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Here we can see in primitive subsistence farming, the tools used are digging sticks, hoe, dhow, digging sticks, family members as labor, depends on monsoon, natural fertility of the soil, and suitability of the environmental condition. It is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Farmers clear a patch of land, they grow food crops. When the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. This type of agriculture is known as shifting agriculture. We can see here in shifting agriculture, the forest is cut down, stubbles burned, sowing is done. After harvesting, then when the natural fertility of the soil loses, the farmer shifts to another part of the land. So this shifting agriculture is named differently at different places. It is called zooming in northeastern states, Pamlaw in Manipur, Deepa in Bastar. This slash and burn agriculture is known as milpa in Mexico and Central America, Conuco in Venezuela, Rocco in Brazil, Masoli in Central Africa. This primitive form of cultivation is also known as Bivar or Dahiya in MP, Podo or Penda in Andhra Pradesh, Khil in Himachal Pradesh. Next type of agriculture is intensive subsistence farming. Intensive subsistence farming is carried out, again it is done for fulfilling the needs of the subsistence farming is another type of farming. This is done in areas of high population pressure. It is labor intensive, where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation are used to obtain higher production. Actually, here the main objective of the farmer is to produce more from the minimum area of land. Because of the right of inheritance, the division of land among successive generations renders land holding size uneconomical. The farmer continues to take maximum output from the limited land. In India, due to the inheritance, the land size goes on decreasing and the family size goes on increasing. The next type of farming is known as commercial farming. The main characteristic of this type of farming is done to get high returns. This the farmer does for earning profit. So the farmer will give higher doses of modern inputs, like he will take high yielding variety of seeds, fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides will be given to obtain higher productivity. The degree of commercialization varies from region to region. For example, rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Odisha it is a subsistence crop. Plantation type of agriculture is also a type of commercial farming. Plantation means sowing single crop in large tracts of land. So what is plantation? A single crop is grown on large area. Plantation has an interface in agriculture and industry. Plantation cover large tracts of land using capital intensive inputs with the help of migrant laborers. Means it requires money, it requires laborers. In India, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane is a type of plantation crop. Then in this type of farming, production is mainly for market, so a well-developed network of transport and communication is important. See, a well-developed network of transport, communication, plantation areas, processing industries, markets play an important role in the development of plantation agriculture. In this, the examples are tea, rubber, coffee. Next is the cropping pattern. There are 3 types of cropping season in India: Rabi, Kharif and Zaid. Rabi crops, sowing is done in winter from October to December. Harvesting is done in April to June. Sowing October to December, harvested in April to June. Important Rabi crops are peas, gram, mustard, barley, wheat. And Rabi cropping is more successful in northwestern part of India: Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Uttaranchal and Uttar Pradesh north. Because in northern India it receives rain due to western cyclonic disturbances in winter season also. Coming to Kharif crop, the sowing time is onset of monsoon, that is June, July. Onset of monsoon means June, July, and harvested in September, October. The main crops are paddy, maize, jawar, bajra, tur, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut, soybean. And most important rice growing regions are Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Maharashtra, Konkan. Punjab and Haryana also is rice growing. The third type of cropping season is Zaid. Here the sowing is done between Rabi and Kharif season, that is in the summer month. Rabi and Kharif season means summer months. And the crops which are taken in Zaid is watermelon, muskmelon and cucumber. So these are the three type of cropping season: Kharif, Rabi and Zaid. Coming to the important crops of rice is the staple food crop of India. Major crops grown in India are rice, wheat, millets, pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oilseeds, cotton, jute. So let us study the geographical condition required for rice. It is the staple food crop and India is the second largest producer of rice. Season is Kharif. It is a Kharif crop which requires high temperature above 25 degrees and rainfall above 100 centimeter. Rice is grown in the plains of north and northeastern India, coastal areas and deltaic region. You can see this rice plant. This is the rice crop. Rice. So, season Kharif, rainfall above 100 centimeter, temperature above 25 degrees Celsius. Fourth point, grown in the plains of northeastern India, coastal areas and deltaic region. So these are the geographical conditions required for rice. We can see the major rice growing area. This is Uttar Pradesh, East Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, then Chhattisgarh, Orissa, rice bowl of India, then eastern coastal plain, this complete eastern coastal plain and Kerala. So these are all rice growing areas. And rice is grown where irrigation and rainfall is good. In Punjab and Haryana, it is grown with irrigation facility. The second most important cereal crop or the main food crop in north and northwestern part of the country is wheat. Season is Rabi. That is a cool growing season with bright sunshine. Rainfall requirement is 50 to 75 centimeter. Two important wheat growing zones, the Ganga Satluj plains in the northwest and black soil region of the Deccan. The major wheat producing states are Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan and parts of Madhya Pradesh. So once again, you can see the second most cereal crop is wheat. Rabi crop, rainfall 50 to 75 centimeter. Two important wheat growing zones, Ganga Satluj and Deccan, and these are the state, and it is the second most important cereal crop. So we'll see this is wheat crop, and here this much is sufficient. We'll continue later in the next class.